Welcome to another video and to another organ. Today I'm going to Gunnerside Methodist Church, which is in North Yorkshire, somewhere near Bedale, and it's to see what looks to be a lovely two-manual tracker action organ, which is up in a gallery. It has some lovely pipework. I've never been to it before. I don't know much more about it other than it was built in about 1906, restored or rebuilt or something, or whatever it was, in 1924, 1925, and it looks like a really nice organ. So I'm going to crack on in this cold weather with a little bit of snow kicking around, and I'll see you when we get there. Gunnerside Methodist Chapel here in North Yorkshire to look at this lovely two-manual pipe organ. Firstly, if you haven't been to this channel before, my name's Paul and I visit pipe organs all over the place wherever I can get in. So if you haven't yet subscribed, I would be ever so grateful if you will consider hitting that subscribe button. It's down here somewhere. But without further ado, let's have a look at this lovely organ. So this organ was built in around about 1906 by Edwin Smith. I don't know a lot about him or the company, but I do believe that he went on to work for Jardine Organ Builders. Perhaps you have more information and you could share it in the comments. I'd be very grateful if you would. Later in 1924, this organ was rebuilt by Laycock and Bannister, who were based in Leeds or somewhere around the Leeds area, and it stood in this church ever since, and it is maintained these days by Peter Wood. So it's in good hands. It's nicely in tune, apart from the Swell, which I found was a little bit out of tune. I think that's probably because the Swell box was shut. But overall it's a nice tone. Unfortunately no 2 foot, but hopefully we can get by without that. But let's start by having a look at the stops, and I'm going to start here on the grate. The stops are which are here on the right. Let's have a look. So as already mentioned, certainly the manuals are tracker action, and the first stop is an 8-foot open diapason. That's a lovely bright action, and this building is so open plan as you would expect in a Methodist chapel. It's perfect for concerts and obviously for loud singing, which the Methodist Church is well known for. So the sound from this organ really travels. Next we have an 8-foot dulciana. Very nice. Next is another 8-foot. It is a Clarabella flute. Lovely. Let's try that with the dulciana. Nice. Next we move to a 4-foot, which is a principal. Sounds like this. I better change key. nice. Let's try that with the open diapason. Has a nice strong tone. And the final stop on the grate is a 4-foot. It is a harmonic flute. Let's try that with the 8-foot Clarabella. That 4-foot harmonic flute is so bright that almost makes up for the fact that we don't have a 2-foot. But let's try something on the grate, see what it sounds like. So just by way of interlude, I was handed this sheet music for the hymn Gunnerside. Of course, I'm here in Gunnerside, so it seems appropriate to play it through. So this is Gunnerside. I've never heard it before, perhaps you have. Next, we're going to have a look at the pedal stops, which are also here on the right. Let's have a look. Firstly, the pedal board is a concave radiating pedal board. There are 2 combination pedals, both of which operate the grate in increasing volume, and there is a centralized balanced swell pedal, which is really effective actually. Unfortunately, it was left shut, which means that the swell is possibly a little bit out of tune, but we'll get there in a minute. The first stop on the pedals is a 16-foot Borden. A few notes off there, I'm sure that's something that's fixable. And let's add the second stop, which is an 8-foot bass flute. Lots of depth. That pedal board is very rattly. I suspect that, not having looked really in depth, but looking at the back of the organ, it looks as if the pedals are probably tubular pneumatic, judging by the action. I wouldn't bet my life on that, but I think that's probably the case. But nice pedal stops. Let's move on to the Swell, which is the top manual. So the first stop on the Swell is a violin diapason. Sounds like this. That's a lovely stringy tone. I'm impressed with that. Next we have a gedakt. It's a flute. Lovely flute. Next is a string, it is a gamba. Let's try that with the violin diapason. I love that string tone with the diapason, kind of bass effect at the back. That sounds really, really nice. Next we have another 8 foot. All the stops on the Swell are 8 foot, unfortunately. We have a Vox Celeste on its own. Which stops at Tennessee, but of course we need to try that with the string, the gamba, see if we get that beat that I rave about so much. Let's have a go. We do. That is lovely, slightly out of tune, the beat isn't massively even, but it sounds so nice, I really like that. Finally, 8 foot again, we have a reed, and this is an oboe. Powerful swell. It would be nice to have maybe a 4 foot or a 2 foot on that Swell rather than just all 8 foot, but it does sound nice. Let's try something on the Swell, see what it sounds like. Again, it's a little bit out of tune. Well, I'm personally missing that 4 foot or possibly a 2 foot, but it sounds nice and it's got plenty of power and certainly fills this lovely church acoustically. Last but not least, on the Swell, we have a tremulant. It sounds like this. It sounds super fast. Let's try it with the violin diapason. Need I say any more about that? It's working so hard, and that tremulant's going so fast I can actually feel the organ bench vibrating. I don't think I will be using that, but it's certainly adjustable and would probably sound nice to some of you if it was corrected. But it's there, and it's probably not usable actually, but it's there. Couplers, while we're here on the left, there are only 3, and they're the couplers that you would expect. Great and Swell to pedal, and Swell to great. So overall I think this is a lovely organ. So what I would like to do now is try something on the full organ, everything coupled, and see what it sounds like full whack. Let's have a go. Overall, I think this is a lovely organ. It looks amazing. It sits here in the church, and it just looks like the star of the church. It really does. It's really powerful. It certainly fills the church. If anything, it's missing a 2-foot, but I guess you thought I was going to say that. That's what would really brighten it up. But it's well maintained. It's pretty much in tune. And what more can I say? It's a nice organ. So as usual, thank you to the people here at the church for allowing me access. I'm very grateful for that. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, I'll be ever so grateful if you would consider hitting that subscribe button. It really helps. And until next time, I shall see you later. Bye for now.